Hi, this is Alan Regala, Director of Client Happiness for ShelfGenie, and I'm here to present solutions that we had created for Enso Condominiums. We are a company that specializes in custom storage solutions. We've been doing this for over 10 years now, and we are locally owned, and we love this business. You can look us up on Google and see amazing reviews everywhere. Again, we love what we do, and we're really good at it. So the current issue we are addressing is in the package room, or I should say the current issue we are addressing is space for the packages. And the current packaging room looks like this, with just wire shelving across the back. And this thing, from what I hear, gets piled up, gets completely full, and then we end up utilizing space all along the wall here, as well as on the right side. And there's some minimal amount of dry cleaning space that's needed too. And it's just really inefficient for the use of the space. There's just not quite enough space, and difficult to get to the packages and finding things. And from what I hear, there can sometimes end up being lines of people waiting to get their packages because of just being able to find them and have them organized and accessible. And then the office space across the way looks like this. It's a much larger room. It sounds like the office requirements are only really one full-time desk and then maybe just another workstation space that's available for some part-time use. But a lot of this stuff, maybe like this filing cabinet and other things, don't need to be there and can transition into that other room where the packages currently are. So this would make a really great space for the packages because of how large it is. As far as storage goes, so one thing to note, if you look on the storage rack here, when you've got smaller packages that don't fill up the depth of the space, you put them in there and it only uses, like the back half of the space. This is only 12 or 13 inches deep, some of these packages. And if you put anything in front, you can't see anything in the back. So it's kind of hard to use that space. So that's where the inefficiencies come into play. However, if we reorient the packages, if we take the top row here, or this, what you can see here, the second row up, and you just reorient them sideways, you can fit a lot more in that space. If all of these items actually pulled out on a shelf, you'd be able to get to the back and see everything in the back really easily, but fit more on that shelf. So I'll just go back again. Up here, that's these items on the second level, these 5 packages, and what we did was we actually added another package in the front of that just to show you how you can use that depth and actually get more out of that space. So for our design, where we put the structure in front of the door in the current office space, it's much wider than that shelving is, and it's 50% deeper. So you're going to get a ton more storage space just out of this section alone. And of course, there's other areas in this room you can also store packages too. So the design we came up with has this framework here against that wall, and we have a space on the left side that has hanging for dry cleaning, a couple narrow spaces that will work very well. We have large package storage on the bottom areas here, space for envelopes on these pull-out shelves on the left-hand side, and they have some dividers in there to keep them upright as you're pulling them out. But this is going to make it so much easier to access and store all of those envelopes from Amazon or wherever else. So we've got a few of those for envelopes and primarily. And then we have 6 additional pull-out shelves here for small and medium-sized packages. And you'll be able to pull these out, get to the back and see them. And really the advantage of this is, again, it's efficiency and storage, ease of access and speed, which means that your residents aren't going to have to wait in line so long to get their packages because they'll be easily found and retrieved with the system. There's static storage on the top as well. Space for larger packages here on the right, and then along this existing built-in shelf on the backside, more storage. Just simple wire shelving can be used to have more storage space on that side. So there's plenty of space for the packages. And also this is very expandable, so we can add very easily additional pull-out shelving as needed in the structure. Or we could add some structure and more pull-out shelves to the back if needed. But for now, this is a great start. It's going to be very efficient and much easier for your workers, and then much better for your residents as well. Just so happens that we have actually done work in Enso before, so I'm just going to end by showing a couple pictures of what we've done for one of your clients, or sorry, for one of your residents. The only thing they needed here was next to this fridge. You can see this small gap in between the fridge and the wall here. So she didn't like that unused space, and we're really good at making spaces efficient. So you can see what we added here. This was it's covered. It's got this wood paneling, and this is a pull-out shelf. So we've got two of them actually, top and bottom, and she used this space for spices and other little bottles and such. And it just shows the power of pull-out shelves and how efficient and accessible they can make the space. So that's it. Feel free to call or email me if you have any questions. Alan Regala with ShelfGenie. Thanks.